Have you ever wondered what your life could look like if you became a sold out coach, fully booked with clients and making a significant impact? Today, we're exploring the possibilities of what could happen when you fully step into your calling as a coach. When we return, we'll discuss how this can change your life, how to reach the people God intended for you to impact, and how to get started quickly with the right systems in place. Well, welcome everyone. I am Rasheeda Green, the founder and CEO of Get Coaching, the host of this wonderful Mompreneur HQ community, and the creator of the Digimompreneur Academy. And I am thrilled, just excited to have you here today as we explore the incredible possibilities that open up when you fully commit to becoming a coach. Imagine what your life could be like if you were a sold out coach reaching the people God intended for you to impact and doing so quickly with the right support and systems in place. Let's dive into these transformative what ifs scenarios and discover how you can make them a reality. With today's topic, Dream Big, reaching your coaching potential and impact. All right, if you are joining us live, then I want you to go ahead and grab your pencil, paper, or digital device so that you can write down any nuggets you get from today's training. I want you to also feel free to drop your aha moments and questions in the comments below. And also because we won't leave any question unanswered. But I also want you to drop in whether in the comments whether or not you're going to be joining us live. That's hashtag live. And let us know where you're joining us from so that we can understand and get a grasp of what type of reach the Mompreneur HQ community has. All right. So if you are ready, guess what? I am ready. Go ahead and tune in because we are about to dive in on our topic. And we're going to start off with what if you could become a sold out coach? Yeah, this episode is the what if episode, right? So it's dream big, reaching your coaching potential and impact. But I really wanted to just throw out some what if scenarios to kind of get you thinking about what if you started a coaching business? What if it was a success? What if you reached the people that you intended to reach? What if you started this business with all the right systems in place? What if you were able to build a legacy from your coaching business? Those are some of the questions that we'll be looking at today. But I really just want you to open your mind, get ready to imagine, and put yourself in the driver's seat of these scenarios. For first, I want to ask you to imagine waking up every morning knowing that your calendar is fully booked with clients who are eager to work with you. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, doing what you love, and making a significant impact on others' lives. Now, when you're imagining yourself being a sold out coach, fully booked, helping those people that really need you and you really need, right? There is financial freedom in that. Being fully booked means that you're going to have a consistent and substantial income. You can provide for your family, invest in your dreams, and enjoy financial security. Think of the possibilities if you had a steady stream of clients bringing in 5,000, 10,000, or even more each month. You could pay off debt, save for your children's education, take that dream vacation, and buy that big thing that you really just wanted to buy. I mean, the options are endless. And that financial freedom, whether you're going from a position where you are comfortable in your finances, you've been a great steward over your finances, you're not broke, but you're not necessarily rich, or you were going from paycheck to paycheck, or you were not even going from paycheck to paycheck, you were going from paycheck to weekend. So if you get paid on Fridays, by the time Sunday come, you were done because you had to pay all the bills out. Or what if this is your last attempt at doing something online just so that you don't have to have a lot of money to invest. And you're like, okay, I don't know what else to do. So I'm going to give this a try. Coaching can afford you the opportunity to get the financial freedom that you are looking for. You just set your budget, set your amount. And then once you use all the steps and training that we've given in these past weeks on how to start your own coaching business, start, grow, and scale your own coaching business, then you actually have the tools that you need to be able to get the financial freedom that you seek. Another thing that you achieve with your own sold out coaching business is that you get personal fulfillment. I know that I do. There's immense satisfaction in knowing that you're helping others achieve their goals and transform their lives. This fulfillment can positively impact your own happiness and well being. Think about it. um, Receiving heartfelt messages from clients who have achieved their goals and their dreams because of your guidance and your patience and your help. These success stories can be incredibly rewarding and motivating, and also serve, of course, as social proof, not just to others to say that, oh, she did this for them, but even for you. I told my husband about my smile file. I literally keep a smile file at my job. And when somebody sends me a note of great job, or if I have a meeting with someone and they say, wow, that you handled that very well, or whatever the case may be, I just put it in there. And then every now and again, when I'm just flooded with, I pull up the file and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I'm not totally flubbing this. I'm doing something good. I may not feel like it today, but I'm doing something good. And that's how it is when I'm working with clients, who are able. I have one person I call my star student, because she stays on her job, right? When she gets her assignment, she's working on it, she's doing it. And she asks questions when she doesn't know. Let's clarify, let's get on the same page. And so that really makes me feel good, because hey, she's listening, she's paying attention, she's actually executing on things I'm asking her to execute, and she's not shy about asking for help. Because sometimes, even though we're paying for a service, we don't ask the questions that we need to ask. Again, it's really a personal fulfillment. And if you find that this is something that you were called to do, it really feels great to have that feeling of obedience, right? And that's why we're talking about our next what if. What if you could reach the people that God intended for you to impact? We all have our own unique purpose and our own set of gifts and talents. But what if you could tap into those gifts and identify your niche, reaching the people you are meant to serve? Man, tapping into your gift. I mean, that is awesome. A lot of people do walk around not knowing their purpose. And sometimes I feel like, man, am I on the right road? Maybe I took the wrong road, the wrong exit on the fork. But being able to identify your unique strengths and your passions, you can really create a coaching niche that aligns with your God-given purpose. And for example, if you have a gift for helping others to find balance in their busy lives, you could become a life coach specializing in work life harmony for mom entrepreneurs like me, just saying, right? This will allow you to make a deeper impact on those who need your specific expertise. If it happens to be that you enjoy working out, but that's your passion, right? But you find joy in helping other people to get to a level where they're comfortable in themselves to be able to make the decision to get healthy and to work out more, you know, and you get excited about that. Not only do you have an extra buddy to work out with, but you get to motivate them to do what it is that they say they're going to do, right? You didn't say, oh, you're going to lose 10 pounds. They say, hey, I want to lose some weight and this, that, and the other thing. And you say, you know what? I'm going to partner with you to help you to reach that goal. And when they reach their goal, the excitement that they have will make you just as excited because you help them to reach that goal. Also, fulfilling your calling, right? That obedience. You're like, okay, Reaching the right people means fulfilling my calling and making the difference that I was meant to make. It's about impacting lives and being a vessel of God's work, right, at hand. You being his hands and his feet, actually doing the things that he has purposed you to do. And now you're doing them. And what's that? Pleasing to God. That you're actually doing the things that he's purposed you to do. Think about the lives you could change by guiding them through their struggles and helping them achieve their potential. Your work could be the answer to someone's prayers, literally. Someone is somewhere saying, I wish I had someone that could help me get to my next level. I wish I had a system. I wish I had something in place. I wish I had a guide. I wish I had somebody is praying and wishing two different things, but praying that, God, send me someone who's a right fit for me that's going to help me to get to where I need to go. And, they might be expecting that somebody they know is going to help them, or they just might be expecting a person workplace is going to help them. And then at the end of the day, somehow they stumble upon your social media, or they're on your email list, or a friend tells them about you. And guess what? Now you have a coaching client that you can help, that now has this motivation about them and some an excitement about them, because they felt like God answered their prayers, and then you walked right in because you answered God's purpose for your life. It is so amazing, that feeling. What if you could start in weeks instead of years? If you're following along with us, make sure that you told us that you had used the hashtag live if you're live, and hashtag replay if you're watching via replay. But also, if you have any nuggets or questions that you want to ask, the comment area is open and available. Feel free to drop your comments in there. But right now, we're talking about the what ifs. I call it my what ifs episode. But, basically, dream big. We want you to dream big and reaching your coaching potential and impact through by executing on your dreams. All right. So, what if you could start in weeks instead of years, right? Because the idea of starting a coaching business can be daunting. You're thinking all of this stuff needs to happen. But what if you could get started in weeks rather than years? With the right guidance and systems, it's really very possible. And one of those ways would be by maybe possibly working with a coach, having a mentor who has walked the path before you can accelerate your journey, right? Someone that can provide insight, shortcuts, and tips, resources, and the support that you need to get started quickly, right? If you're starting a business, working with a business coach can help you to develop your business plan, identify your niche, set up your marketing strategies, help you to identify for yourself what systems that you want to use and platforms that you want to use. So all of these things, all of this access is given to you through a coach or a mentor. And this really does fast track your progress and helps you to avoid the common pitfalls, right? Just like almost like how a parent is always trying to tell you, oh, don't cross the street, until the light is green. There's some things that they know because they learned the hard way. And they don't want you to go through that. And it's the same with a business coach. Remember, the business coach or any other coach, depending on what industry you're in, they want you to succeed, one, because then they get the gratification that we just talked about in helping you to get there. But also, they don't want you to make the mistakes. They want to catapult you through all of the ups and downs and the bumps and bruises that you might have gotten. Not to say that you're not going to get any, that you're not going to come across any hurdles or obstacles in your building a business, but they will help you to be able to at least see them coming and help you to address those things that come up against you as you are building your business. Consider consider a coach when you are looking to build a business. You can certainly do it by yourself. So many have. But having that guidance and that support really does help to keep you motivated to keep going in those times when it gets to be a struggle, because being a business owner can sometimes be a struggle. And there are a lot of people who will tell you, that anybody tell you that you don't have any struggle, any bumps and bruises, no obstacles, you better watch out. If they tell you, oh, you can get rich in 10 seconds, all you got to do is post my videos, watch out, right? Make sure that you have the right support, and that working with a coach can definitely help you there. Also, implementing a system or implementing all the right systems, right? Using proven systems for marketing, client management, and operations can really streamline your startup process, allowing you to focus on coaching rather than administrative tasks. There's a whole bunch of plans. What I want to say, email. So a whole bunch of systems, right? That your sales system, your client onboarding system, your client attraction system, your marketing system, your client booking system, your content calendar system, there's just a bunch of different systems. Now you can of course narrow it down to those systems that are applicable to you. You may not need to have every single thing, especially in the beginning, but you may find it's simpler to run your business once you start making money to add those other systems in, right? So implementing an email marketing system, a client booking system, or any other system can really help you to hit the ground running, right? Because you're no longer struggling. You're not looking for this and looking for that. I'm telling you, one course that I took, one program I worked in, she had us set up our files, and our files needed to be named a certain way so that you can easily identify the files. And then as you're working, you're supposed to drop the files all the way in. When I tell you, I did not listen, because because I use my laptop. And so when I'm using my laptop, I save everything to PC. And where did I put my files, my organized files at? Google Drive. So as I was going on about my business, just dropping everything in my download folder, and then came to look for something, was like, wait a minute. Oh no. And I realized at that very moment how important it is to use a filing system for your documents and anything that you put on your computer. It is so helpful. Even like my Zooms. Zoom is Zoom. But if I try to search Zoom, I don't get my Zoom downloads. Some people I know, y'all Zoom to the cloud. So if you record record a show on Zoom or a workshop on Zoom, you actually save it to the cloud and don't have to worry about space and all that stuff. I'm so old school, it's ridiculous. So I save everything to my PC. And so I know all y'all cringing like, what? No. Because what if something happens to your laptop? Let's not even go there. So anyway, yes, it's really important to have those types of systems, because they really do help. And even if you can't afford one of those systems in the beginning, you definitely want to make sure you save up to get those systems in place. Or the example I just gave was setting some systems up front, getting them done up front, so that way you don't have to worry about the struggle in the latter day. You want to try to do that. It really does help to reach your potential client, help you in reaching your potential clients and managing your business effectively and efficiently from day to day. Now, my fourth point I want to talk to you about is, what if you could create a lasting legacy? Building a coaching business isn't just about the present. It's about creating something that lasts and has a long-term impact. When you start your coaching business, it may be that somebody's thinking, oh, I'm gonna start coaching and it's gonna be short term and I'm gonna make 6 figures in the first 6 months, and I'm just gonna do this for 2 months, 2 years, and then I'm done. Somebody may have that as their plan. Maybe they have a financial goal, because that is one of the reasons why coaching is an easy starter. Because if you don't need a degree, you don't need to have certifications, you just need to have the expertise and knowledge on a particular subject that you can teach. And you can do that in the matter of establishing a phone call, sending out an email, posting on social media. Hey, I'm starting a coaching business. I'm looking for clients who are interested in starting a business, who are interested in learning to crochet, so forth and so on. And it can really, depending on how you spin it, there may be somebody who is waiting for that opportunity, waiting for someone to take up to teach them to do that thing. And boom, you now have a client, a paying client, and you've already got a business before you even contacted the U.S. State and local departments for certifications and names and all that. So it is an easy starter, but you can actually use a successful coaching business can provide long-term financial stability and allow you to build a legacy for your family. Think about creating a coaching business that can be passed down to your children or even franchised. People expanding your impact and securing your family's future. There are people who franchise their coaching business. There are people who create certification programs for their coaching business. So then it's not just, oh, I'm the only one performing these tasks or meeting these client needs. Now I have a team of certified coaches who are familiar with my process, who understand how I work and how I get a transformation. And now they are like the people in the forefront who are helping the clients. And now you, as the head coach, now you get to sit back a little bit and just monitor all the activity that's going on with your certified coaches. Or you can even go beyond that. So we talked about certification, or you can even go beyond that and do franchising. Set up an actual system that other people can use to create their own. So now you have a coaching franchise here in New Jersey, and one in California, and one in Arkansas, or whatever the case may be. You can actually franchise your business. These are things that will help to impact generations to come. Your work can have a ripple effect, impacting not just your clients, but their families and their communities. Why? Because once you give them the transformation they need to get where they want to go, they're going to level up. And guess what? Most people, knowingly or unknowingly, go by the code of each one reach one, right? There's some folks that's selfish, they don't care, right? But there are kind folks out there who are like, if I know it, I'm going to share it with you, right? If I know how to get to the top, to the C-suite, I'm going to help you get to the C-suite. So it just really does vary, and it depends. But the guidance and support that you provide can change lives for generations to come. So I want you to imagine helping a client overcome significant challenges and watching them to go on to help others, creating a chain reaction of positive change. And it's like, oh, I learned this, or I got this experience or this transformation from the Digimompreneur. Wow, you did? Oh, let me find out about it. And then boom, now we have a referral for Digimompreneur, but also someone who's going to get the transformation that they were looking for and didn't know how to go about doing it before. So definitely want to encourage you to think beyond the present into the future and creating a lasting legacy. And last, what if you could find joy and balance in your own life? While helping others is essential, it's essential to find joy and balance in your own life. What if you could achieve that perfect balance? That perfect balance of personal growth and joy. As you help others grow, you also experience personal growth and fulfillment. And coaching can be a source of joy and purpose in your life. Picture yourself thriving in a career that not only supports others, but also brings you immense personal satisfaction and joy every day. And we talk about work-life balance, in my case, harmony. A well-structured coaching business allows you to create a flexible schedule, giving you more time for your family and the joy that you crave each day, with your personal interests. Imagine being able to attend your children's school event and not having to take off of work, or rearrange your schedule, or rearrange your work schedule so that you can possibly fit it in, or get stuck in traffic and not be able to make the event after all, right? These things they test us every day. You can take care of yourself. You get the rest that you need. You get the spa treatments that you need. You get to meditate, do yoga, take care of your health, whatever it is, and still be able to run a successful coaching business. Hey, that sounds like a plan to me. Achieving work-life harmony can really improve your overall quality of life. These what if scenarios are not just dreams, though, even though our subject is dream big. It's not just dreams, they are achievable realities. By becoming a sold out coach, reaching the people God intended for you to impact, starting quickly with the right support, creating a legacy, and finding joy and balancing your life can really transform your coaching business and your life. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're ready to explore these possibilities and take the next steps in your coaching journey, then I want you to start implementing these strategies and watch your dreams become a reality. You can join me in the Mompreneur HQ and let's make a significant impact together and create a life of purpose and fulfillment. Until next time.